Okay, we apologize there was no audio for that, but we'll get back to that story as soon as we can. For now, though, let's go ahead and check in with Chief Meteorologist Mike Everett.
Hey, Mike, you ready for us?
Don't worry, I've got enough audio for all of us and a lot to talk about this weekend. You know what? Lots of things going on across the Pacific Northwest, and despite appearances, I think it's going to be a pretty good weekend. Now, this low we've been watching for the better part of the last 3-4 days. This is the one that interacted with that high pressure and that monsoonal moisture that brought us that drama on Wednesday with the thunder, the lightning, and all of the stuff that came along with it. Apologies for the pixelated appearance here. In fact, let's move on. But one thing I want to show you is that most of the energy will move up into British Columbia, where there's plenty of energy already. I'll show you that on radar. There's still thunderstorms taking place in central British Columbia. But as far as OBLITERIDE goes, things were wonderful for the opening events tonight, still probably going on as we speak. Tomorrow morning, a lot of folks will be getting up early to be doing some running, some biking, and supporting folks who are out there fighting cancer. It's going to be partly cloudy and 61 degrees. If I was out running and biking tomorrow, that's exactly the conditions I'd want. Probably want to wear some sleeves there. By about 8 a.m., it doesn't really warm a whole lot. We're still talking about some low 60s there, but everybody else will be warmed up. I think you'll be just fine. You can probably shed those layers by that point. 66 and partly cloudy by 10 a.m. Light breeze coming in from the southwest, about 5 to 10 miles an hour. I think it's going to be fantastic. There will be some drizzle around the area. I'll show you that in a moment. BOEING Classic tomorrow. It looks like it's going to be pretty good too. And again, if I was out walking 18, I would want it to be cool at 8 a.m. and that's exactly what's going to happen in Snoqualmie. Mostly cloudy skies there. We warm it up very nice. By the time we get to about noon, we'll be in the upper 60s, approaching 70. And then as we go towards about 5 p.m. and everybody's congregating in the clubhouse, 73 degrees. Sun starts to pop out there. Light breeze starts off southwest, switches around towards the northwest in the afternoon, but I don't think it's going to have any effect whatsoever on your hook or your slice. Seahawks are Steelers tomorrow, so this is for Pittsburgh tomorrow, but what an exciting day. We're going to have this game right here on King 5, and Madison and I will be here with you during halftime to give you a little news and weather update. But the exciting part of this, 76 degrees and partly cloudy at kickoff, 70 and mostly cloudy by the time we get to halftime. Remember, they're 3 hours ahead of us. And then upper 60s and mostly cloudy during postgame there. Dew point at 57, humidity at 49, which is remarkable given that it's the East Coast this time of year. Speaking of remarkable, this is the third night in a row we have been tracking some very active storms up in British Columbia. In fact, I grew up right about there, and I've been watching all of this thunder and lightning moving through some heavily forested areas. In fact, we're still tracking some heavy thunderstorms that have just crossed the border and making their way into the Monachees and the Selkirks right now. This is an area that's seen a lot of fire activity over the last couple of years, so we're keeping our fingers crossed that the rain negates the lightning, but right now it looks like it's still up in the air. Putting the future into motion here, so a couple things to point out. This is 1:30 in the morning. Hopefully we're all safe and warm in bed, but we will be tracking some light showers / drizzle along the coast there. And we'll see some of that up towards Skagit and Whatcom counties as well, especially to some of the foothill communities, maybe even Snohomish. Fast forward to about 9:30 in the morning, take a look at this. We start to see things clearing up beautifully over top of Puget Sound. Again, still some showers and drizzle along the coast there and up towards the north. But by the time we get to about 4:30 in the afternoon, everything starts to clear beautifully. Maybe the Olympics will stay clouded in Port Angeles. Looks like it's going to be a bit on the gray side, but as we move towards the evening hours, it clears out. We're going to see more cloud cover on Sunday, but warmer temperatures. And speaking of warmer temperatures, high pressure builds in next week. That's going to put us into the 80s starting on Monday. We're going to take a run at the upper 80s on Wednesday, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a heat wave, just summer.